veneration to the Lord Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Teruan Sarnai. Giving. What do you know about giving? Let me tell you a small anecdote about the ascetic Sumedha. In the time of the Lord Buddha Dipankara, he was an ascetic. The day the Lord Buddha and the Mahasangha arrived in the village, the people, the villagers, arranged the village in a beautiful manner to welcome the Lord Buddha and the Mahasangha. There, they found a mud pit on the road, and they wanted to clear it, to amend it. So this ascetic Sumedha had supernatural powers. So they all decided to give that to the ascetic. But you know what he did? Do you think he used his supernatural powers to amend the road? Oh no, my dear children. Even I thought the same thing. It wasn't like that. He sacrificed his life to cover the mud pit while lying on the ground. He wished the Lord Buddha and the Mahasangha would walk on his body. Can you imagine? He had the supernatural powers to cover the entire road with madara flowers from the heavens. But he didn't do that. You know, that's the beauty of giving. He gave his life to the Sambuddha Sasana. When he did that, he didn't expect a single thing. All he thought was giving up his life, sacrificing his life, committing his life. So he laid his body on the mud pit and he let the Lord Buddha and the Mahasangha walk over his body. And he made a firm resolve. Let me be the Lord Buddha in a future Sambuddha Sasana. Why? He knew if that happened, if everybody walked on his body, he would die. But for his merit power, nothing happened. That's how this sasana started, my dear children. This sasana started with giving. How do we give? In this day and age, we give with expectation, don't we? Even I did that till I found this Sambuddha Sasana. The Sasana, the great Arhants, the Lord Buddha, the Buddha aspirant, gave up everything, give away whatever they had without expectation. Giving is the key to salvation, my dear children. Our ancient people, the Sihala people who lived with the great Arhants, lived a very similar life. They knew how to use others' meritorious powers to give away what they have. There's a beautiful poem that I've heard. Let me tell you that. Ahasa bala mulu ahasama piriksu. polava bala maha polavama piriksu. Ahasa polava mada budu una minissu. Apita kive budu rajundagi minissu. What do you feel when you hear this stanza? It proves us. The ancient Sri Lankans, not Sri Lankans, ancient Sinhala people knew how to use other people's meritorious powers to serve the entire universe. They used from sky to the ground to serve the mankind. You know, those days, people didn't cover their lands and build up walls to cover their lives. They didn't have that. They didn't have barbed wires to cover. They didn't have walls to cover. They were free people. They shared everything they had. They looked after each other without expectation. They committed their life for others. That's how they received their salvation. That's how they found their true happiness. But when we look at this day and age, when we look at our lives, things have changed a lot. People try to collect things to themselves. Even I used to do that when I was laying, because I didn't know the purpose of this life. I didn't know what was giving. I knew I gave up things. I gave things to help people with expectation. But now I know expectation doesn't give you anything. You don't have to have that. If you give up without expectation, that's how you can be truly happy. So my dear children, remember those days. You may have heard this from your parents when there was almsgiving in a house to Lord Buddha and the Mahasangha. All the villagers came and helped. They all helped to make alms, to arrange things. But look at today. It's all family. We are all limited to ourselves. We say we have a small family. But those days, we had everyone around us. Everyone. So, we have to go back to that life. When we learn the art of giving in Sambuddha Sasana, we can be free people who would give love, care, help, protection, and commitment to make someone smile, to make someone's life easy, without thinking about what am I getting out of that? What is there for me? If you want to be truly happy, do you know what to do? Give away what you have without expectation. This is an amazing gift we have received from the Lord Buddha and the Mahasangha. It's the art to find true salvation, true happiness. This is how the Sasana started. The Lord Buddha, the Buddha aspirant, started this journey by giving, by truly giving away what others want. Throughout his journey, yawns and yawns, if you listen to Jataka stories, look at what you can get from there. I felt surprised and so happy about the commitments he made. I'll tell you a small example from a Jataka story. Sasajataka. He was a rabbit. And when the Lord Sakra saw his virtues, he decided to come down to this earth as a hermit to check his virtues. There, he came and asked this rabbit, "I'm so hungry, can you give me something to eat?" Do you know what he did? What this rabbit did? He made up a fire and jumped on it. He sacrificed his life to satisfy the hermit's hunger. Why would he do that? He would have gone somewhere and get some fruits and vegetables or leaves to the hermit to satisfy his hunger. He doesn't need flesh to do that, but he didn't think twice. He was looking for something to help somebody. He didn't have that expectation of his life even. He just gave it up for other people's happiness. My dear children, I'm so glad to be part of this Sambuddha Sasana. I wasn't like this when I got to know this Dhamma. The Sasana changed me. This philosophy, this great teaching changed me. Today, when I woke up from my bed, I asked myself, what do you want? Can you give up your life? What is the purpose of living? Then I tell myself, I'm just living for others. I don't have an expectation. If I'm given a task to do, I do it for others. My life is completely committed to give away the things I have to make other people happy. It's so beautiful, my dear children. That's the best gift I ever had in my entire life. I'm so grateful to this sasana because I'm not an arahant, but yet, with all the defilements I have, I'm so happy. Whatever comes my way, I know what to do. Just think about others. Think, how can I help others? How can I make them happy? Maybe a single pat on their back, a smile on my face, maybe a kind word. You can do so many things without expectation. If you don't have that expectation, you'll be over the moon. Your expectation limits yourself to find that true happiness. I learned to live without expectation from this sasana. I think that is one of the greatest gifts I've received. So, my dear children, I want you to be like that. Like my teachers, my sisters, Anagarika sisters, I want you to be like that. Please, take this gift. Let's walk on this path. Let's find true happiness. Let's start this journey by giving. Giving without expectation. Theran Sarnai. May the Noble Triple Gem be with you all.